So hey guys, Simon here, and we are back in Minecraft once again, and I am sitting on a pillar of sand. So there's the tripod bridge over there, and in the last video I said, well, in the last set of videos I said I'm going to build something over here. So some of you have been asking, am I going to extend the crystal tower there up to the new height limit? I said no. And I said I would build a new tower. And yep, this is what this project's gonna be. It's gonna be a pretty huge structure, I think. I'll call it the Skyscraper because it'll go right up to the height limit. I don't even know how high it is. We are, let's see, we are at height 122, so not quite 128. So if you imagine this height and then two more times, well, there's a cloud right there, so imagine two more times. That's how high we're gonna end up. So what's the plan? It's gonna be, well, I'm not gonna build it all today, or in this set of videos. So for now, we're going to put in a frame. So it's gonna be a square frame to keep things simple. And oh, also I'm going to make it a village. So I'm gonna have to find a villager, bring him to this place. I'm gonna build like one of those NPC villages. So it'll be populated by villagers. So that's the plan. What is that? And why is there a bit of dirt there? That's unusual. Right, so for now we have, you see that block of sand there? And there, dirt there. There's a block of sand underneath the tree there. A bit of sand there, there, and there. That marks out one axis of the grid. So if you imagine the outer edge is going to be like the foundations of the building. So the main tower is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 modules, and there's 16 blocks between them. So, and it'll be square just to keep things simple once again. So I need to put in the other axis, which I'm thinking I'll start from, near the water here. And then, well, I'm going to leave a bit of space for, in case I want to walk around here, I guess. So I guess I'll start about here. 16 blocks for the foundation, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 again. So it's going to be a pretty huge building, as you can see. And you might be asking, well, why I want to make it, oh, there's an Enderman there. You can see it. Now, why do I want to make it so big? Well, because of how tall this thing is, like we want it to look, like we want the proportions to look right. We don't want it to, damn Enderman, I hate them. So, if we want to make it, I don't know how many blocks is that? 256? No, not 250. 128 plus 64 is 180, 190 or something. So it's like 200 meters tall almost, and it's only going to be like 64 blocks wide. So it's 4 times, well, a little bit less than 4 times as big as or as tall as it's wide. So those are fairly good proportions. Like if you have it too thin, then it looks a bit too flimsy. If you have it too thick, then it looks a bit fat, and all that. Anyway, we'll see how it turns out. And I'm gonna run out of this shovel, ain't I? Yeah, I am. So let's make our way back down, and I'm gonna need more stuff. Oops. What do I need? Okay, I need, well, for now I'll mark out the grid, and then I'll pillar my way up one of the towers. Imagine like so it'll be 16 by 16 by 16 as well. So it'll be 16 by 16 square on the ground, and then 16 blocks high for each module, all the way up to the height limit. And I'm gonna do that out of smooth stone, I guess. I don't want to get ahead of myself too much. But again, it's going to be quite repetitive, so I'll cut most of it out, just because it's not too interesting. But obviously I'll show you when this part of it is finished. Okay, let's see, what did I say? I want to start about here. How much space do I want to put a torch in here. Like every so often a bit of sand will collapse into the caves beneath because of the Enderman moving stuff around. So there's a cave in there, we can see. Can we see it? No, actually it's underneath the sand. You can hear the zombie though. I guess it's a good way to find caves. I just don't like, you know, the terrain being falling apart on me. Okay, where should I start? I'll start it there. So imagine that that's the corner. $16, I think. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. See, I miscounted already. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, that's 16. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In fact, this is quite boring as well. Like, I don't think this is interesting for you guys. I might actually just cut this out as well. Alright, I'm gonna do that. I'll come back when I have the grid marked out. Let's do that. Alright guys, so I've laid out the grid and I just thought I'd start recording from back here so we can see what it looks like from a distance. It's dirt at the moment. It's those dirt pillar things. So each pillar is where a column is going to be. And imagine all these columns going right up to the height limit. The columns, like the dirt, currently it's 8 blocks above sea level. So there's the sea level there, 8 blocks above there. I chose 8 blocks, I mean obviously it's 16 divided by 2, but also because I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do yet at this level. I think I'm just going to fill it in completely and have like a solid base, a solid flat base for the entire skyscraper at that level. So imagine if there's like a plinth or like a podium and then there's the building going up behind it. So that's the idea at the moment. I'm not sure if that's going to be what I end up doing. So now we have to take the stone and go all the way up and basically build the square frame for this thing. I said the outer ones are actually not going to be part of the building. It's going to be a foundation, and then from this one it's going to be the column. Yes, that's right. Actually, before I do this, I should probably figure out where the floors are meant to be. So every 16, so we have, let me just write this down, so we have 64 plus 16 is 80 plus 16 is 96, and then it's 150, 162. Is that right? 162? Yeah, okay. No, that's not right. What am I doing? Not 162. 102, 112. Sorry about that. 16. Yeah, that's right. 16, and then it's 128, and then it's 144, and then it's... Is that right? Yeah, okay. 144, and then it's 160, and then 176, 192, and then 208, and then 224, 240, 256, and the fact that it adds up to 256 means that I did the maths correctly. Okay, sorry about that, that's probably not very interesting. But I've written down the numbers here, so the y-axis, so 71 now, so we should go up to 80 and then make a floor, basically that's what it means. If I just look at these numbers, well not 80, but 81, because we're obviously one block above the actual, or like we're 1.5 units above the actual block. So at 81, when the y is there, it says 81.6. That's when we make a floor. Yeah, that's right. Actually, yeah, I want to use the ladders, don't I? And this might take a while, but hopefully it's... I mean, I want to record this because I've only been up to the height limit once, and I don't... I think it's important to just see what it looks like up there and see how it turns out. So 1, 2, 3... Okay, 3 might be a bad idea. Can I... Yeah, no, that's right, I can reach with the ladder. So this is gonna take a little while. 80, 81. So let me just see what that means there. So we have 8. 1, 2, 3... Well... 1, 2, 3... Okay, let me just pillar out, that's easier. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, that's correct. And then what we in fact want to do, so this would be like the highest block of the bottom module, and then this would be the bottom block of the next module, if that makes sense. And obviously this it's only a gap here because we have the because we have the ladder. So the ladder is temporary. I don't intend to use the ladder the whole time, but for now we have the ladder just to make things easy for us. Okay, that's good. Let's get rid of this now, because we figured out what's going on. Okay, so 80, 82, that's correct. So the next one is 97. When y says 97.6, we do the same thing. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3. So this is going to take a long time. We have to go all the way up to 256. So hopefully it's not too bad. Do 97. Okay, so that's 16 more blocks, and the next module starts here. Well, no, I mean the last module ends here, and then the next one starts right above this one. So there's that, and then the next one. So from up here it looks like that. Well, at least for now. I mean, it's not going to look like that by the end of it. But imagine if the building is not at the very end, but up to that column there, and then it goes all the way up. Alright, let's keep going. Next one is 113. I mean, it's not going to be very interesting for a while because, I mean, it's just going to be a lot of squares in the sky, basically. And I'm doing that on purpose. Like, I don't want to start something really complicated because it's such a huge project. And, well, I guess since we have some free time, I can talk about the idea, which is I'm going to find a villager, and villagers will breed. Oh, well, apparently I haven't tried it. So, according to the wiki and everything else, if you have wooden doors and something that vaguely resembles a house, then the villagers will move in, and the more quote-unquote houses you have, then the villagers will breed to accommodate themselves in the houses. So basically I'm just going to build a little vertical village for a bunch of villagers and have them populate this thing. Is 129 is the next one? So I guess what we have to think about is what sort of stuff do we want to build in this tower. I mean, I guess there'll be houses, residential things, but you know, you can do other things as well.